Okay, so I had a memory about yesterday. I was trying to think if there was anything else even remotely interesting to say about the last appointments. And I mean, I might think about it, but at the moment, I can't think of anything special. I just had my schedule with me, walked to each appointment, sat and waited, did the scan or talked to the doctor, or got poked and prodded with an IV. Not terribly interesting. But two things. One, it was Nowruz yesterday, and that's why we had Persian food, so Happy New Year. I think it's also, I could be wrong, but I think Ramadan was recently, which doesn't necessarily correlate with just thinking aloud. I love Persian food. I finished off my abaloo polo this morning. I've actually made cherry rice. I've made three things. I'm not a cook. I don't enjoy eating. I'm not a foodie. I do it because I have to. If I could push a button and never have to eat or sleep again, I would push it. I don't want to do those things. But I've been told that I could cook if I wanted to, and I used to do three things in particular. One, this is you're not really cooking, are you? I would steam crab and lobster for my mom when we worked at Borders for a while together. Like, I started at Borders the day after high school, and she had started October the previous year. She opened that store, so she got me the job there. So after grad night, I got to sleep a little bit, and then I worked a closing shift. So the day after, got home at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, slept till like 1, and then had to be at work by 3:30. My first day ever, 17 years old. But anyway, when we'd have the same days off, sometimes, I'd walk to the store, and I'd buy some crab, or lobster tails. I got really good at steaming them. I have a shellfish allergy now, but it was just something nice that I would do, and my mom and I would enjoy that. I used to make a toad in the hole a lot, which also means I made Yorkshire pudding, because my toad in the hole batter, it's basically Yorkshire pudding batter with sausages in it, basically. You can add other stuff. But you could also, the Yorkshire puddings, you could make your normal Yorkshire pudding, and I wouldn't eat it with gravy. I'd put like whipped cream and strawberries in it, or ice cream or something, and that's how I would have my Yorkshire pudding when I would make it, because you'd have a little extra with the toad in the hole, the pan is only so big. And cherry rice, abaloo polo, because I was at a Persian store once, and they were actually selling a big jar of those sour cherries, so I just on a whim bought them and decided to make abaloo polo for, I think it was Thanksgiving dinner. Like, that was my contribution. My family did not like it. They didn't. It's not an unusual ethnic dish. It's just that I think it's not something that they particularly understood as something that one would bring to Thanksgiving. But it. So whenever a place has abaloo polo, I like to get it, even though it's a pain in the butt to make. It takes a long time. You wouldn't think so. It's fairly simple. But anyway, so the Persian place, that was a good time. I really enjoyed myself. I got to relax. But the good thing, the positive thing that I take away from yesterday, because as rough as yesterday was for me emotionally and physically, there's always a gem in every bad day. Just like in every great day, there's always a little dark cloud, right? So this is the gem that, like, I'm gonna remember. So we went to the 99-cent store on our way home. It's not the one in our city, but another one. And so I didn't know these people, and my roommate is looking for party supplies, and I'm about to break off and go look for Peeps, because for some reason I've just got this thing for Peeps this year, and I only like the bunnies because the chicks are shaped funny, and you can bite the ears, then the head, and then eat the rest of the bunny. Whereas it's like you can bite the head off the chick, and then you just eat the rest of the body. It's just less fun. And I know it's just nothing but sugar and it's not something I'm gonna like keep up with, but for right now, I had just had a bad day and I wanted some treats, so I bought, several packs of Peeps. It's just the one row though, so it's not like I'm gonna have them for a year. And I'm one of those people that likes them fresh. I don't like them when they get hard. I appreciate people love that. To me, I don't like stale food, and I don't like crunchy marshmallow. But as I was about to break off, this lady comes from behind me, and I'm wearing my buffalo plaid pants, my military shirt, red suspenders because the buffalo plaid pants were red, and my trilby and my Doctor Who fourth Doctor scarf tie. So, I guess you probably saw this much of it yesterday, but the whole outfit. And this lady walks up, and I don't see her. I just hear from behind me, "Oh my God, you look so cute!" And I was like, "What?" I look at her, and she's walking now in front of me, and she's like, "It's just so stylish." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." I was in the middle of a conversation, and this woman just comes up, and then and she meant it, and it just the way she said it, it was just like, "Wow, thank you." That makes me feel really good about myself because, I never. I've always been overweight, and I've always been very socially awkward. I'm much less so now. I've always. Random people never come up to me and compliment me. That just doesn't happen. It's never happened to me. And I'm okay with it. I don't expect it. I don't need it, right? I'm 46 years old. I'm okay with my own validation. I validate me. I don't need any external validation from anybody. I have a healthy respect for myself, and I don't need anybody else to confirm that. But it still feels really good. It was nice, and that was not the first compliment I'd gotten yesterday about my appearance. One of the nurses loved my pants. She said they were festive. And then the bone scan tech is like, "That's a cool outfit," or I think he's like, "That's a sweet outfit." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. I'm being a little punk rock today." He's like, he was a little young. He probably doesn't, punk rock probably isn't a thing for him like it is for me. And he's like, "Oh, cool." So, but it was that lady's compliment that really was like, it made the whole day kind of worthwhile. Also, they did have Peeps, and I got them, and they were the bunnies. I got various colors because I'm still a child sometimes, I guess. And I came home, and it was hurting a little bit on my right side. Yeah, it was a rough day, but I got through it. Anyway, my brother's calling. Life awaits, so I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching.